Hi everyone, Melanie here from Root to Rise Wellness, and I am about to make a medicinal tea that I wanted to share with everyone with some wild gathered and some purchased herbs. This tea is going to be really nice and immune boosting, also good for digestion and good for the heart, good for the immune system. And I'm going to tell you what's in it. So first up, I have astragalus root bark right here. I purchased this at Mountain Rose Herbs. Astragalus root is really amazing for building the immune system when taken over time. So I like to put it in soups, I like to put it in teas, so I cook with it, I drink it. So I have 5 pieces of astragalus root bark that I am putting into my pot. Okay, so far we have immune boosting. And now I'm going to add a piece of Synthy ginger. So we all know ginger, right? It is warming and really great herb for digestion. It's a good circulatory stimulant, good for your circulation. But some people maybe have too much of a fiery kind of digestive system, and so ginger might be difficult for them. So that would be somebody who maybe has reflux or heartburn, that kind of thing. But Synthy ginger is cured ginger, used in Ayurveda, which is less heating than the other typical ginger that we consume. And so I am using a piece of Synthy ginger that I purchased at Chandika, which is an Ayurvedic online store. So I'm adding that to the pot. And I'm now going to add some Hawthorn berries. So Hawthorn is awesome. You can use the flowers, you can use the leaves or the berries. This is about a tablespoon of the berries. And it's great as a blood pressure regulator. So if you have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, it's really great because it's balancing. It's great for stimulating the blood flow to the heart and regulating blood cholesterol. So I really love it as for all of those things. It also does have vitamin C, again, immune boosting, it has antioxidants. So this is great even spiritually, like if you're suffering from a broken heart or you're going through some heart stuff. Hawthorn is just very much a heart-loving plant and goes really well with rose. So here I have put that in the pot, my tablespoon, and I just mentioned rose, and right here I have rose hips. So rose hips are great because they're very, very high in vitamin C, and it'll help balance, it's cooling, so it'll help balance the fact that I am putting some warming spices in here. So it'll be a nice balance. I like it for the immune system, for the vitamin C and the antioxidants. Again, just really complementary towards these other herbs that I'm putting in. So I put that in. I have black cardamom. A lot of people use the green, but I've been experimenting with the black, which I purchased at a Indian store, and they cook with these. I've been putting this in my oatmeal and some of my Ayurvedic kind of inspired meals because it's nice and warming, good for digestion. So I have that go in the pot. And I'm also adding some coriander. So interesting that a lot of people don't usually use kind of like spices that you would cook with in tea. But coriander is really nice for digestion. It's also cooling, so it'll help balance some of the warming spices. And yeah, so for digestion and its cooling nature, I'm including about a tablespoon of that in there. And then I have this, which is true cinnamon, which I got from Costa Rica about a year ago, right before the pandemic hit. So this is Cinnamomum verum species. When you purchase cinnamon in the store, you're getting the cassia species typically, and this is called true cinnamon, and that one is a different species. And it grows tropically, and it's actually hard to grow. I've never tried living not in the tropics, but I've read that it's hard to grow. And it has coumarins, which are blood thinning agents. All cinnamon has coumarins, but this cinnamon has less coumarins than cassia. So if you have blood thinning issues, this one is a better one. It's warming, good for circulation, and it's warming and also a great blood sugar regulator. So if you suffer from blood sugar issues, cinnamon is an awesome thing to include. I'm actually going to include the leaves along with the bark. Just putting it in my pot. And the next one I'm going to include, I just went out and got just now, and then this is pine. So pine is high in vitamin C, and it's good for building the immune system as well. So it's really complementary towards the other spices that I put, like the astragalus, which is building the immune system, and then the rose, which is high in vitamin C. So this is a really nice thing to add. So I'm going to cut my pine needles, which are actually leaves, and put them in my pot. And this pot is getting more and more exciting with all these herbs for the immune system, for the heart, for circulation and digestion. Now I'm going to add just a half of the amount that I added of the other herbs of licorice. And the reason is licorice is like 50 times as sweet as sugar. It is very, very sweet. So although I want my tea a little bit sweet, I don't want to, go overboard. Licorice is great as an anti-inflammatory. It's great for the digestive system and great for a lot of conditions, both for digestion. It's very calming to the digestive and anti-inflammatory. And these days we all need more anti-inflammatory, don't we? The only contraindication I would say is if you have a heart condition, and you're on heart medication, or if you have high blood pressure, it would be not something you would want to consume regularly. But I don't, so I'm adding it to my pot. And last but not least, I just went out and harvested this. I'm very excited about, this is one of my favorite plants. This is spicebush, also known as Lindera benzoin. And spicebush is a good staple for using. I use it in cooking and as medicine. It's great because it's a good circulatory stimulant. It's warming. And just smells, you'll know if you found it in the woods because it just smells amazing. It smells like allspice, and it's a good allspice alternative. And it grows abundantly here in North Carolina. You can use the bark, the twigs, and the little fruits, the red berry fruits when they come out are frequently used, and that's what's frequently used as the alternative for allspice, although, yeah, the bark is awesome to use as well. You can even make a healing oil from the pine and the spice bush, which is great for sore muscles and aches. And then what else do I want to say? Oh, it's great for flatulence or gas kind of issues, so great for digestion as well as being warming. So I am going to put that in the pot, and I'm going to simmer all of this for like 20 minutes. And I'm probably going to add a little bit of milk at the end. I mean, I'm kind of doing a spin-off of a chai, just because that's what I feel like. And so I'm going to add my water and simmer this. I added, so it was about 1 tablespoon of each herb, and I did 2 cups of water, but I'm going to go actually increase the water. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, info@roottororisewellness.org. And if you'd like to come to some of the classes I have coming up, one on kitchen herbs and a plant walk coming up in North Carolina, as well as a class on calendula, and then after that there will be a class on lemon balm. So a lot of really awesome classes coming up. You can get on my newsletter by contacting me or going to my website, roottorisewellness.org. So I did 4 cups of water, just getting back to this, and it just, I don't know if I can show this, but it looks pretty amazing. Just a lot of different colors with the red, with the hawthorn and the rose. Then we have some green with pine and spice bush. We've got everything in here for the digestive system, the immune system, the heart, and circulation, blood. So I'm excited to have it. And thank you so much for watching. Any questions? No? Okay. Bye, everybody.